Radio Nova with PJ and Jim and the great Keith Barry.
Hey, thanks for having me, lads. Good to be here.
I haven't seen you in an age. You look great.
Look,
which is very annoying, by the way. Can I just point that out? You looking that good. It's very annoying, especially when I find out 25 years in this business.
Yeah, but it's actually 26 now this year. Yeah, so like I went full time when I was 23 and I'll be turning 50 this year. So, 26th year in the business.
Do you remember that first gig or that first kind of venture out into doing?
I do.
Like the whole start.
I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I'm a cosmetic scientist by trade. Did we ever talk about that?
No, we didn't talk about that.
A cosmetic scientist. So when I was 21, 22, 23, I used to head up production for Oriflame, which is a Swedish cosmetics company. And I used to invent women's makeup. That's what I was doing.
Stop.
Are you serious?
Yeah, back to your question. I remember typing in my notice on their computer in Sandyford, and I was like, I'm going to become a magician. And I handed it into them, and I printed it out in their printer as well. And Bernie O'Neill, who was my boss at the time, she was like, what are you talking about? We knew magic was a hobby. And I was like, look, if I'm ever going to take the chance, I'll take it now. And she was like, but you do know that we're about to promote you again and again. I was already looking after full-scale production in Poland for like their
oh my God,
emulsions.
23,
yeah. So I was quite good at it. Anyway, jump ship. So that was back to your question. Do I remember it? Yeah, I remember it well. That was the time I jumped ship.
Was there one gig that was the gig where you were kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of weird when it's not like talking to a band or whatever. Like I assume a magic gig or whatever it would have been considered then. It's just you, or is there a selection of you on stage back then?
No. Like back then, I was living in a tiny little crappy flat in Northumberland Road that I could barely afford, and it was one of those ones, where the kitchen's in the bedroom nearly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know, so I just immediately I was doing magic in the Kitchen nightclub every Friday night, which was obviously owned by Bono and the lads. So I kind of got known out of there. Believe it or not, I met Pat Kenny in there one night. He was in the Kitchen nightclub, and
brilliant.
And I suppose I was entrepreneurial back in the day. I had a business card on me, and I gave it to him, and he was like, listen, I'll give this to the producers of the Late Late Show. And then I got on the Late Late Show from there.
Oh my God, so you started to go big really early doors then?
Yeah, but I was grafting all the time, like, you know what I mean? I was knocking on doors and doing weddings and funerals and whatever anybody had had me at. Honestly, I actually did a funeral back in the day.
Oh, that's fantastic.
A funeral? No way. I just have this
That
image.
was a tough one, especially when your man shouted, bring him back from the dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cut him in half and put him back together.
Wow. But do you know the other thing, actually, now that you mention it, and especially the Bono, Pat Kenny, all that sort of stuff, because in fairness, I don't think people realise that in those 25 years there's been some serious highlights. Like the obvious ones that come to mind, obviously, there was the consulting of the big Hollywood
Now You See Me movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, to be the kind of magic consultant, I don't know what the official term
That's
should
right.
be.
It's actually, do you know what, I'll tell you what the official term is, but it's to give you a laugh, right? I was Chief Magic and Mentalism Consultant. Now, there's a specific reason that I came up with that title, right? Because I knew it'd be the longest one in the credits that would jump out in the credits at the end of the movie. Because I was looking for a front card credit on number 2. Now You See Me Too, because I worked on the script from day zero. So I was writing directly into the script all the magic and mentalism. I did that for a year with Ed Solomon. Then they had me on set in Longcross Studios in London for 3 months, where I was working with Morgan Freeman and Woody Harrelson and so on. But they wouldn't give me a front card credit, meaning a full page at the front of the movie. They gave it to David Copperfield, who took one bloody phone call on the whole movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
But because he's Copperfield, they got it, so I get it. So then I thought, well, how am I going to stand out in the credits? So Chief Magic and Mentalism Consultant is what I came up
Brilliant,
with.
Inspired. I mean, would that rank as kind of, because I know it's like 25 years and there's been huge highlights along the way.
Yeah.
But would that rank as right up there?
Yeah, for sure. Because
there's been a few biggies.
But look, lads, I pinch myself, right? Look, I'm still very grateful to just be here as a lad from Waterford, getting to do what I love doing. But yeah, like, it's definitely up there, because look, truth be told, I'm name dropping here, but I became good friends with Woody Harrelson. Like, if I text Woody now, he'd get back to me quicker than one of my mates in Dublin. Do you know that
I'm not surprised about some Dublin.
Yeah, that's an Irish thing.
And I've had many nights out with him in New Orleans and here in Dublin, and actually I got him over the strangest moment a few years ago on like Joe.ie, or the way they do these top 10 strangest moments in Irish history of that year. There was one year I flew Woody Harrelson over to Waterford for the Winterville Festival, and there was 10,000 people there, but I didn't tell them. And I walked on stage, I was doing a big stunt, and I walked on stage, I said, welcome my friend Woody Harrelson. Everybody in Waterford was like, that can't be Woody Harrelson. You know what I mean? And then I brought him playing bingo. So I brought him playing bingo randomly in Waterford.
Is just
you can
brilliant.
find the photograph online, and it was like the top 10 strangest moments because people were like, "What is Woody Harrelson playing bingo to keep in Waterford?" Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God,
fantastic.
that is quality.
But
That is
yeah, no,
quality.
it's I would say the two highlights are working on the Now You See Me movies, and then
Because like
playing
you've
Vegas.
appeared on the likes of the Ellen Show,
Yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel. Like these are huge shows.
Yeah, the
in
mad thing is,
States.
like the last time I was on Ellen was during lockdown, during COVID. I was on it virtually, and when I was going on, like the producer, she was a new producer. She was like, "I can't believe this is your 8th time on," and I didn't even know it was 8 times. So yeah, I've been on it 8 times in total. It's obviously
Unreal.
finished up now.
I mean, the Vegas thing must have been special.
Do you know what? I loved Vegas. I headlined in Planet Hollywood, and that was wild. Like, that was going back a couple of years now, and a good few years. And it was brilliant because all the lads, my friends, used to come out every weekend on the rip, like, you know. But they didn't realise I was working. So, like, I was like, lads, I can't be out until 5 o'clock in the morning every single night a week here. So,
Yeah,
I found out a protection mechanism, PJ. So, our daughter was just born. Brianna is her name. And 4 weeks later, I got the deal. And I was like, I had to sit Murray down and go, "Listen, I'm going to Vegas."
Great.
I got
Lovely
the big
conversation,
deal.
that.
And I'm going for 6 months at least, like kind of buy. And so I went to Vegas. And within 3 days, I was like, this is never going to work out. So I got married, Brianna and my mum on a flight. So I flew them out and they stayed for the whole run in Vegas. Best thing I ever did, right? But the mad thing is, like, there's nothing more grounding than your wife who like has a 6-week-old baby ringing you after your gig where you like you think you're a star, right? And after the gig she goes, "Gets a head of cabbage. I've got I've got mastitis and I need to put cabbage on me boobs."
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like,
oh my
this
God.
is Vegas. This is what I was
Vegas,
just
baby.
I'm sure she loves that story. But that guy's all around. Brilliant. Listen, last thing for you, I just have to ask, right? Because I'm genuinely curious about this. As I was saying about, like, with, you know, when if you get to talk to bands, kind of, or music artists or whatever, and it's a 25-year thing or something like that. Obviously, they generally do. They can lean on like best ofs.
Yeah.
That can't
You
work
don't
in
have that
magic.
luxury.
I mean, you don't have the luxury of being able to kind of do that.
No.
It's always got to be, because this is a new show, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a brand new show, except I put one piece in. So there is one nostalgic piece, I'll call it that, which I've brought with me here today for the first time in like years. I've done it on the tour 4 times, but I haven't done it in the public arena in over 15 years. So I've brought it especially for you two guys here today.
Wow.
Other than that, yeah, it's a brand new show for the 3 Arena from start to finish. So I don't know anybody else in history, and I've extensively looked at him, by the way, even outside of my genre, forget about mentalism, just in history, who's brought their dead dad on tour. So my dad's on tour. Brought dad on tour. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So the ashes of my father are on tour.
No.
On his dying deathbed. He was real dark and sarcastic himself, right? So he used to love my Dark Side show, which was 15 or 20 years ago. And that was kind of based around Aleister Crowley and witchcraft. There was a whole other thing, but he kind of liked the esoterical side, we'll say. So on his dying deathbed, he said, Keith, bring me on tour. And I said, "Look, Dad, and I think we know where we're at. Like, you know, you're not coming out of Blackrock Hospice. It's not happening." And he went, "No, you idiot. Like, bring
No,
my
you
yeah,
idiot,
we can
that's
laugh
it.
about it now. Bring my ashes on tour and mess with their minds." I said, "What do you mean, like a seance?" He was like, "Yeah." So every night, my dad's ashes come out and we do a seance on tour
This
to
is
contact Ken, who was
marvellous.
my dad. But here's the crazy thing. My dad did not believe at all in an afterlife. And as you guys know, I don't believe in psychics, and I don't believe anyone, including me, can contact the dead. But we do it anyway.
I love this. I absolutely love this.
Unhinged is the show, right? And it's the 7th of February in the 3 Arena in Dublin. Tickets are on sale at the moment, obviously. And it is brand new.
Yeah.
And it's going to be incredible, absolutely incredible. And just to prove it, it'd be impossible to bring Keith Barry in and not get him to mess with your mind. Literally, it's
not
25
talk to his
years
dead dad, just
of
phone
brain
baby, yeah.
hacking and all sorts of mentalism stuff going on. So we're going to have to get you to perform for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're going to
but-
have to get you to do something.
Well, I want to take something out of retirement. So, PJ, you're in. Right? You're in, PJ. You're in. So you're going to need to come over here. You're going to need to come over here. And the great thing is we got a big long desk, which is exactly what I needed, by the way.
Excellent.
Now, it's been years and years and years since I've done this, right? Have you any idea what's inside this little red velvet bag here?
I most certainly do not. No.
All right, so we've got something that you find in your drawer at home. So we've got a blindfold here, right? So we've got a blindfold.
Brilliant.
As you can see, I stole it from Emirates. There it is there, right? It actually is. But make sure you can't see through. You don't need to put it on, but you can put it on if you want. But just make sure you can't see through it. So hold it up to your eyes or whatever. Yeah. You've used those before. I get it. And I've got some cups here. But inside here, PJ, I've got 4 wooden coasters. They're pretty benign, pretty relaxed. Except one of them has got a stainless steel spike sticking out through it, right?
Oh my God.
So I haven't done this in over 15 years. Now, there's a reason I haven't done it in over 15 years, right? I invented this back in 2001 for my Close Encounters with Keith Barry TV show on RTE, right? Now, when I invented it, I did it for years. I did it up until 2010, and then I realised a whole bunch of magicians started to copy me, and they got it wrong. And you can find this online.
Right.
So magicians spiking their hands, spiking spectators' hands. So nobody could figure it out, and I haven't done it in over 15 years. And people are saying, bring something back, because people kind of like nostalgia.
Yeah.
So I've brought this back. So they're all the exact same, except the stainless steel spikes. Make sure it is sharp and solid and so on. And for the people listening, look, I'll even touch it here.
Yeah, it's the real deal.
So they can hear that. I've got a couple of polystyrene cups. Make sure they're all the exact same. They're not marked in any way. And here's the idea. In a moment, you'll put these in any order you want, so it doesn't matter to me, on the coasters, and then you'll mix them around and move them around. So I've no idea where that spike is, right? Now I'll look the other way. I'll take off my glasses.
Oh my God.
Some people might think it's my jacket that can help me, that I've some kind of crazy gimmick. Some people might think it's my watch. I've heard all these things. I'll take off my watch. I take off my top, but lads, Christmas wasn't that long ago,
Come on.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
It's a family show.
So I'll look away, I'll close my eyes,
Okay.
and you put the cups in any order you want, and you mix them up. I'll close and look away, and you tell me when you're done.
But you know something, I can see the relief in PJ's face that it's Keith who's actually going to do the kind of, the hand on cup thing, as opposed to him.
Okay, now here's the problem. I've forgotten which one the spike is on.
Well, yeah, you should have remembered, but that's okay.
Well,
That's
I
okay.
can-
No, what the hell? It's the first time I've ever done this where the person's forgotten.
Oh my God.
But let's
I'm
make
actually
sure.
afraid to look, man.
Now that he's forgotten, let's make sure he's really forgotten. So you look the other way, okay? And you keep an eye on me. I'm just going to move these around. Actually, you move them around. You move around, so I don't even get to move them.
I'll move them around. Okay, so I'll move them around this way or whatever.
Okay,
Right, that'll do.
I'm done. Okay, and PJ, you can look back. So you've moved around, he's moved around. I'm going to put the blindfold on. When the blindfold is on, if you want to, you can give another move around or not. I don't care. Okay, it's your
You
choice.
know where it is.
No.
No one knows. Okay, so look, blindfold on, just so that you know I can't see where it is.
We are the
Okay,
worst
blindfold
assistants
on.
ever.
Do you want to give another mix around or not? Your choice. If you do, just do it quietly so I can't hear or see what you're doing.
No, because you're
No?
here, yeah.
Okay, I just need to know where everything is. So where's your hand? Where are you? Okay, go to the last cup, wherever the last cup is at the end. Okay,
Yeah.
now do you think it's here? Yes or no? This is your choice. I've no idea. You mix them up.
Me?
Yeah. Do you think it's here? Yes or no?
Oh, God. Yes.
You do think it's there?
Oh, yes.
You do? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
leave that one then. Go down
Okay.
to the end down here. Then down here. Where, are you over one now? Yeah?
No,
So-
no, I'm not now.
You're not over
You
one.
don't think it's the spike, is it?
I don't think it's a spike.
You don't think it's spike? Good decision.
Oh,
I can't look.
I did not like that at all.
I cannot look.
Like that at all.
So you can see, Jim, I've changed it up a little bit. Okay, let's go this way, go over the next one, So do you think it's here, yes or no?
No.
No? Good decision. Okay, Jim, where are you? Give me your hands, Jim. Give me your hands. Quick, give me your hands. Where are you? Come on, Jim. You can do it, Jim. Put one hand on each cup. Okay, Jim, do you think it's left or right, Jim? Left or
I
right?
have no idea.
Okay, left or right. Just say left or right. Left or right.
left.
Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Check. Make sure. Is it there? Yes, it is there.
That is unbelievable. That is terrifying. That is terrifying.
Oh my
terrifying.
God, I am not the better at that. That is. Don't ask me. Oh my God Almighty. That is unbelievable.
Genuine heart thumping from
I didn't know what to do.
But do you even remember me doing that all those years ago? Like, it's a long time since I've done
It's
it.
a long time. I think I remember seeing it on TV, maybe once before.
But you know what I mean? So it's worth bringing
Oh
it
my
back because
God.
people are like, what's...
is a
But here's the thing, right? Everybody who comes to the show every night, they're always thinking, am I going to be here the night that he gets it wrong? So people actually want me to get it wrong. And who knows? Maybe one night I will get it wrong.
I have to say, like, it was all very well when PJ was doing it.
I know.
You big yeah.
Oh my God, that is genuinely, my heart's racing now.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Same here. That's
I'm thinking, if he guessed this, it's been a while since he's done it.
Yeah, it's been a while. But here's a mad thing. Can you get me that flash lamp over there? Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
I brought a
man.
little flash lamp, right? So this is like a little UV light. Okay, you can see. Okay, it's used for checking sheets in beds and stuff like that. Let's check PJ there.
Steady.
You're pretty clean there. You're pretty clean there. You're pretty clean over there. So here's the idea. Jim, I want you to stare at my hand, and here's the crazy thing. As you stare at my hand, there's nothing on my hand for people listening, right? Mm-hmm. You can't see anything on my hand. Look, there's nothing on my hand, right? Okay, so I want you to stare at my hand. Now look at me. I want you to imagine, in your head, just imagine that I'm becoming a famous person from the past, a musician from the past, right? Okay, look at me, and imagine that this person is here and you're interviewing them, okay? Is this just yes or no, is this somebody that you would like to interview?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, look at me. Focus on them. Don't say it, just think it. Focus on... now, look, he's nodding, and you did an asymmetrical shoulder shrug. When people do that, it tends to be a man. You're thinking of a man, yes? From the past. Think of... now, he's doing a pacifying gesture down there. One thumb rubbing on top of the other, which tends to tell me that this person has dark hair and it's long. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, in your head, focus on who it is. Don't say it. Now, just so everybody's clear, you didn't tell me who this person is. You didn't tell... PJ, this just exists in your head. Okay, I'm going to go with Bob Marley.
That is unbelievable.
But what if I told you I put Bob Marley inside your head? Like, actually, you were biologically compelled to say Bob Marley, because here's the crazy thing. Look at my hand, look at my hand, look at my hand. There's nothing there. There's nothing on my hand except if I put UV light on it. Call out loud what it says.
Think of Bob Marley.
No.
That is... Oh, my God. Look at that.
That is so
That is really
bananas.
freaky. That is really... How many people throw you out of their houses?
Many.
Wow. That's unreal, man. I mean, now apart from my heart racing, now my mind's melted. I don't know what to do. This is incredible. By the way, look, Unhinged on the 7th of Feb, by the way, if you want to see this and lots more. Tickets on sale at the moment, 3 Arena. What a gig that'll be. Incredible. Can you do something to freak him out?
Yeah.
Can you do something weird with him? No, just, you know what I mean? It'd be interesting. I need a moment to calm down.
Well, here's the crazy thing.
I just need a moment to relax. That's all.
Here's a crazy thing, right? Actually, I brought some books here, so let's try some of the books first.
Oh
okay?
my God. That is so... I don't know which of those freaks me out more.
I've got two things I'm going to try with you, right? But I've got two books here. I brought the best known books that I could find, right? So Stephen King, The Shining, and we got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Okay. Have a look at them, okay? Open up, have a look at them.
Okay.
Have a good look at them now.
All good.
Okay, make sure if have you read either of them?
No,
I didn't think so. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to try and attempt something between your minds, the two of you. So if you did a word count, of the two of those, there's about 180,000 words in both books. Like, there's a lot of words in those books, right? Yeah. So here's the idea: you pick either one of the books. I don't mind. Pick either one. Doesn't matter to me. Okay, so you got Stephen King, The Shining.
Yep.
Open it up. Now, in a moment, you're going to think of a long, juicy word in that book. So not a name or not a place, right? Because you'd be limited with a name or a place, and I might know those. So one of the other, like 50,000 words, but make it a really long word, because the longer it is, the more difficult it is for PJ to try and guess what it is, and me as well. So the longest word you can find, but there's many there to choose from. Change your mind a couple of times if you want, and then lock one inside your head.
Okay.
Have you got one?
Yeah.
Close up the book. Close up the book. All right, so in a moment, you're going to call out loud a letter, the first letter of the word that he's thinking of. Jim, you've got to send it into PJ's mind. I don't think you're going to get this. This is just to prove to you how difficult this brain hacking stuff is.
What?
Okay, don't say it. Yeah, just send it to him. Just the first letter.
Is it? A place? What is it?
Okay, the first letter. Focus on the first. Don't give him any clues, Jim.
Okay, I'll say nothing.
This is a 1 in 26 shot. I don't think you're going to get it right. Okay, but what do you think the first letter of the word
is
that
it
he's
a
thinking
place?
of?
I don't.
I can't say anything.
No, don't say anything.
N.
N. Is the first letter an N?
No.
Good guess, but wrong. You see, you're only guessing. You're not supposed to guess. Okay, what was the first letter? So he knows he was wrong. I'll go ahead.
Can I give you the letter?
Yeah.
Okay, A.
A. The first letter is an A. Mm-hmm. Okay, now, you see, I got an A, but I also got the second letter. I'll write it down. So just so I'm committed.
There's absolutely no way.
The second letter is a B. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, good. Look at me. Focus on... there's thousands of words in that book. You see, I just wanted you to know how difficult this is. This is like a 3-syllable word, and focus on how many letters are in it. Don't say it, just think it. Now, he's looking up the top right, he's thinking. So this is really long, more than you can count. So you don't need to count.
Okay.
Focus on the last letter, Z-Y. That was a Y. The last letter is a Y. Good. Okay, focus on it. Don't say it. Okay, say it in your head. Say it in your head over and over and over again. Okay, this is a really long word. It's not a word actually I'm even familiar with. I'll show you first so you know I'm committed. That's the word I got. One word out of, I don't know, thousands and thousands. Yeah. What word were you thinking of?
Absent-mindedly.
I got it bang on.
No way.
Oh, for the love of God.
No way.
So here's
Possibly, it was a random page.
Random. Like, and they're just 2 books. Like, I can do this any book, any place, anytime. So you go out and get a book, I can do it again with your book. Or if somebody comes up to me on the street, I can do it with their book. But here's the crazy thing. So, PJ.
No.
I need you to come over here for a second. Are you able to come over here? Yeah. Okay, so I want you to think. Okay, hang on. I'll try this. In your head, okay, you're into motorbikes, yes?
I am.
Okay, so here's the idea. In a moment, I'm going to get you to close your eyes. And I'm going to get you to close your eyes and just imagine being on... Not yet. Okay, look at me. You're going to imagine yourself being on a motorbike in a random place of your choosing, right? Yeah. Okay, and when you're there, you're going to look back and you're going to see a random celebrity. Okay, close your eyes. Okay, imagine that you're driving your bike in this place. Okay, imagine you're going down, and now imagine look over your shoulder and you see a celebrity in your head. Okay, got it? Open your eyes. Now, here's you just thought of those, but in your head, I want you to change the celebrity. Now, change the celebrity that you know I couldn't think of. Just the celebrity. Keep changing the celebrity over and over and over again. Actually change it, so then you know that I can't know. Put out your left hand like this, good, and I'm going to send an electric impulse down my middle finger. You'll feel it. Stare at the back of your hand, take a deep breath in and out, and just imagine that you can feel this in 3 seconds, 2, 1, through your middle finger. Can you feel that in your middle finger?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, good. I'll transfer it to this finger over here. Can you feel it over there now?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. That's just an electrical impulse. That's a bridge between our minds. Imagine the place going down through your shoulder, up through your arm and into my brain. Okay, yeah. Immediately that place starts with an N. Yes?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good. Focus on it. Don't say it. Just think it. Say it in your head. Not out loud. Say it in your head. I'm imagining this is abroad. This is not in Ireland. It's hot. You're looking behind. Focus on a letter around the middle of the place. Whatever the place is, a letter around... You looked up the top left. That was a P. You just thought of a P. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's
right.
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Focus on it. Don't say it. Just think it. I'm going to write something down. Okay, where are we thinking of?
Nepal.
The place? Nepal. I got it bang on.
Wow!
And you thought of a celebrity, then you change your mind to another celebrity. Look at me. Focus on the celebrity. Don't say it. Just think it. This is a celebrity that a lot of people, I'm going to say, wouldn't even be familiar with. You went with a really awkward kind of celebrity. Okay, okay, look at me. Say it in your head. Say it in your head over and over. I don't know what this is. I don't know who that is or what that is, but that's what I got. I don't even know who that is. Do you know who that is?
I do know who that is.
But that's what I got from his head. I don't even know if that's right or wrong.
If that's what he's thinking of, that's even mad for him.
Okay, who are you thinking of?
CMAT.
Oh my God!
CMAT.
Oh my God!
I don't get it. I'm blown away.
That
I'm absolutely
is
blown away.
the freak. I mean, I've seen you perform so many times, man.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my!
just don't-
That is just every single one of them is
It
ridiculous.
just is mind blowing.
That is ridiculous.
Professional weirdo. Once again, does it?
Oh, by the way, I have news for you, lads. You're in a very special club. You know the club you're in? You're in, like, the Spike Club. It's Matthew McConaughey. It's Nicole Scherzinger. They've all done it with me. So you're in a very special club that I kept your hands safe, lads.
That's the only. I tell you, that's the only time I'll
Celebrity
ever get
Spike
into
Club.
a club that has those people in it. That is absolutely true. Look at. I mean, as though you would have even needed that demonstration to make you want to be there.
Oh,
It's going to be incredible. It's going to be the 3 Arena. It's the 7th of Feb. Tickets are on sale at the moment. You do not want to miss it. Literally, this is why the man is the world's foremost TV hypnotist and brain hacker and just mentalist, and it's incredible.
Thanks.
25
Thanks, lads.
unbelievable years.
Mind-blowing.
Still top of
Top
this
of the
game.
game.
Keith Barry, man, thank you so much.
Thanks so much,
Really
Keith.
Thanks, man.
appreciate
Thanks
it.
for having me.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Thanks so
Thanks.
much.
Morning Glory.
Seriously addictive breakfast. Weekdays 6 to 10 with PJ Gallagher and Jim McCabe.
On Radio Nova.